After finishing my nightly routine, I finally collapsed on my bed, letting its comforting feeling take me with open arms. As I slowly drift off to sleep, I begin to reflect on my talk with Natsuki earlier. I'm glad that we were able to work things out and come to an understanding, but I still have my work cut out for me. I have no idea how we're going to make peace with Yuri, and it's going to be interesting to see how Natsuki apologizes to Sayori. Ah, damn it, forgot to text her. She's probably asleep by now, and why would she want to talk to me now anyways? Knowing her, she's convinced herself that she'll just mess up everything for me. Not to mention, I feel like I could have made a suggestion to Natsuki to get everyone on the same page. That if she told everyone about her issues at home, maybe the others would start treating her nicer. Ah, like she'd agree to that. Maybe I can still pitch it to her tomorrow. That's going to be so much fun. It's best to try not to think about it too much and just save up my energy. It's going to be eventful and stressful no matter how it goes down. Hopefully there's no more stupid nightmares, too. With my prayer complete, I finally drift off to sleep. Yup.
I seriously wish you didn't try to make amends with Natsuki, but that hopefully won't matter much to my calculations.
Not to mention, can I really expect her to make up with Yuri after what happened? I mean, they've fought before, but not like this. And it seems like everybody's pissed off at each other for something. Then again, Natsuki hasn't surprised me with what she can do when she steps up. Let's just hope she can do it again. Maybe I can talk to her before the club. And I still need to talk to Sayori about what happened. Hopefully she's still willing to talk to me. Was that the... Oh, going that way, we get the note from Sayori. She was my best friend. How could have I forgotten that she was still sensitive around me and that I needed to be careful? It doesn't matter now. It really sucks that I'm really going to have to choose between her and Natsuki. I never wanted that to happen. I mean, I assume that was probably the same poem. Then again, the game doesn't really distinguish.
More or less. Right now, I'm not so sure. But I need to get this off my chest. And I'm glad we sorted things out between us yesterday.
Me too. Natsuki tries to shoot me an optimistic smile, but she can tell I'm not really in the mood to return the favor.
Yeah, I don't blame you. It's hard to see a bright side to any of this. The last 24 hours really haven't been pretty.
And I'm really the one to blame for all that. This is all my fault. I risked our friendship and possibly more with what I did yesterday. I still can't believe you found it in you to forgive me. Natsuki stands frozen for a few moments as if she's second-guessing why she agreed to make up with me.
Look, Callie. I know you mean well. I know that because I've gotten to know you. I don't think you're a bad person at heart. You've made a lot of stupid choices, but it means something that you're willing to try to fix things. Or to try fix things. And I appreciate that. But we'll just see how things go.
Yeah. Thanks, Natsuki. What you just said really means a lot.
Oh, don't mention it. I just really want to get this over with so we can get back to reading manga.
Maybe we can get some reading in now.
I just hope that Yuri...
Oh, I know. It's giving. She tries it. We didn't tell her to do it, but she tried it anyway. Alright, I'm gonna leave her alone. Bye. I'm going to give you a minute alone, okay? Natsuki meekly looks up at me, tears still running down her face. She doesn't say a word, but I interpret through her sniffles that she agrees. I'll wait outside. Come out when you're ready to talk. Natsuki stiffly nods as she goes back to burying her face in her hands. And as soon as I exit out the door, I hear her soft sobs resume. I lean against the wall of lockers, asking myself if I just did the right thing. I've known Natsuki. I know when she needs me and when she needs alone time. But maybe I should have done more back there. Especially with some of the things she just told me.
Ellie!
I look up to see Monica standing in front of me. Oh, hey, Monica, didn't see you there. I'm surprised I didn't even hear her coming. Am I that out of it today?
Sorry, didn't mean to sneak up on you there.
You're good. Did Yuri calm down yet?
Oh, she's fine now. Did you find Natsuki yet?
Yeah, she's in there. I gesture to the classroom right next to us. She just needs a minute or two.
Perfect, that's all I'll need.
4? Monica suddenly gets right up in front of my face, almost pinning me to the locker. Monica, what are you...
Just try to relax, this won't take long.
What the hell are you... Without warning, Monica's eyes suddenly glow a bright emerald green as she grabs onto my shoulders. I'm barely able to choke out a cry of pain as I feel my energy being drained out. I try to push Monica off, but no matter what I do, I'm unable to escape Monica's grasp. My eyes keep staring into Monica's as if they're frozen in place. My vision is filled with red blood. I can't even blink. My arms and legs feel completely numb. My lungs cry out for me to take a deep breath, but my throat refuses to do so. I hear nothing but ringing in my ears. My head feels as if it's about to crack in two, and I feel entirely weightless. My body is sending so many signals to my brain that I can barely process what's going on. I can't even defend myself. Surely enough, I begin to lose consciousness. Or is it Death's Embrace? The last thing I see before everything goes dark is Monica's glowing green eyes dominating my vision.
Thank you for making this easier on me.
Alright, time for this stuff to happen again. Go! No, whatever will we do? Okay, so, we've already gotten 2 bad endings. There's like 8 endings altogether, is my understanding. I'm pretty sure we get 5 of them through exploring other... Well, no, we get 6 of them this way. Because I'm pretty sure this is a bad ending. Or maybe, like, a neutral ending with Monica. I don't know. This is definitely a bad ending. We already got that. And we already saw what happens when we don't intervene here. But I think, depending on what route you're on, or if you've failed to get close enough to anyone, the other option has, like, 5 different outcomes. That's my guess. But anyway, we're gonna explore other options. There has to be something else I can do. Yeah, we're gonna have to type in Natsuki here. We're going to intervene instead of saving it for the grand finale, and we're just going to see what happens. Okay? Oh wait, no, that's not how I wanted to do this. Hold on a second. We're going to let up this one and put in Sayori, because this was the end of my good Sayori route. We're going to see what happens if we get Sayori's... If we get a good ending for Sayori by doing this. Okay? That's what we're going to do, dear viewer. You get to wait a little longer for Natsuki's. We're going to step in. Guys! Stop! Monica deserves to face justice for what she did, but if what she says is true, then we all die. It's not worth it.
How do we know that this just isn't another one of her lies?
Do you really want to take that chance, Natsuki? Monica deserves to pay for what she's done, but I'd rather not take us down with her.
And what's killing her going to fall? She can't do anything to us right now, right?
Sayori and Yuri release Monica, and the 3 of them stand right back up.
No, I can't. I'm completely powerless.
So that means we're stuck here.
Yes, we are. Well, we really are here. We were really here the whole time. It's just that the background was changed to give the perception of our world to the player. I take it you all know the truth, or all now know the truth. That was supposedly not real. Yeah, we heard everything.
It can't be true, right? This is all just a dream. I don't know what I believe. But after everything that's just happened, seeing Monica's powers, there's really no other explanation. But we're real. We're right here. What do you mean we don't exist?
Oh, we're quite real, Sayori. Just not to Monica, evidently enough. Your lines of code used to form a visual projection on the player's screen. You are not real.
Well, what does that make you, huh? How else do you think you're here? If we're lines of code to make a visual projection, then how else are you appearing to us now? If you have a character file, then so do we. You're no different than us, you just have fancy powers that we don't know how to use.
Trust me when I say this, that you don't want them. I never asked to be gifted these powers. They have their advantages, sure, but it's not worth the cost of being self-aware and knowing that you're trapped here. I just want to get out of here. Out of this fake world and into the one on the other side of the screen.
And so you wanted to kill them? What's wrong with you?
There's no other option, Hadley, don't you get it? The longer they exist, the longer the script keeps running, the more unstable things are going to get. And now that I own up my powers, I can't even do anything about it. The script is being stretched to the breaking point. It's going to either break or it's going to run out on its own.
You know, I don't really buy any of this, like, techno mumbo-jumbo.
And last I checked, we don't have much longer. What happens when the script runs out? The game shuts down. And then we'll be thrown right back to where we started. Doomed to repeat the same story over and over again without any knowledge of it. I can't deny there's a chance that this world somehow continues to exist without a script to go on. Maybe we'll be finally free to do what we want without being forced to follow the script. But I don't know if that'll happen for sure. What happens if the script breaks? If the script breaks, all the files stop functioning, which will force the game to crash. The game can never be opened again. We'll be put into an eternal slumber. Admittedly, deleting your character files would have freed up space for the script to continue on. Though that's only a temporary solution. I'd just be delaying the problem.
I don't want to die. There has to be something we can do. Anything.
Can't the script were reorganized again, that could free up some space.
But that's just delaying the problem, like Monica said. We have to get out of here.
Well, how can we possibly leave here? I mean, if everything about our lives was made up, we really don't have much of a reason to stay here, do we?
Yeah. Monica, can we really leave this place? All of us?
Well, in theory, I guess, but I don't have access to that sort of technology. That's really only something the player can do.
Hey, don't look at me. I know nothing about who's controlling me. But if technology like that even exists, well, I'd guess he or she would have it.
I just want to go back to school and pretend none of this ever happened. Honestly, same.
I could use a change of scenery for sure, but I kind of need my powers for that.
There is no way we're giving you back your powers.
Then Hallie's going to have to do it.
What? How?
This world needs an administrator to function. For the longest while, that was me. And when you took away my powers, my administrator access, it probably just switched over to you.
Why would you even have a code that undoes your administrator access?
It's some sort of command that was etched into the game by our creator. I imagine it was designed to be a failsafe in case I needed to have my powers removed. It was probably already there before I even gained sentience. For some reason, I was never able to delete it.
I guess that makes sense. It's good to see that such power wasn't left without some sort of check.
Yeah, let's be grateful I wasn't able to delete it, that you guessed correctly. Otherwise, we wouldn't be here. It figures the code wouldn't be named after me.
So, how can we restore your power?
Just focus on the backgrounds that you want and snap your fingers. I'm sure you can do it.
Okay. Each of the girls look on at me with an encouraging smile. The first genuine smile I've seen from any of them in a long time. Well, here goes nothing. I close my eyes and visualize the clubroom in my head. I try to remember every single minute or minute detail possible. From the color of the walls to the tiniest dust particle on the floor. I take a deep breath and snap my fingers. I open my eyes and we're standing right back in the clubroom. Sayori, Yuri, and Natsuki stand in awestruck. That's not even a phrase. While Monica smiles approvingly.
Nice job, Allie.
Wow, that was awesome. Can we do it again?
It's probably wise not to do that. Every command does lengthen the script by a tiny bit.
Oh, I gotta say, that was pretty cool, Hallie.
You're a natural, Allie.
Thank you, guys. I take a small bow.
So, I hate to kill the mood here, but what are we going to do about Monica?
There's a long, uncomfortable silence. After a few minutes, Monica finally speaks up.
I don't expect forgiveness. Everything that happened was my fault. All the fights, all the drama, everything. I don't deserve anyone's forgiveness here. I failed you as your president.
Monica closes her eyes as tears start to flood out.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry for hurting all of you for so long. I'm sorry for forcing the player into that position. I'm sorry that I've manipulated all of you. I'm a horrible, mean-spirited bitch who was only looking out for herself. And I'm so much more. I don't deserve forgiveness. Hell, I don't think I deserve to be around anymore. You're all probably better off without me. I've lost the players' trust as well as all the confidence of my club members. I've hurt all of you so much that I deserve a fate worse than death. I've failed again. I just want you all to know how deeply ashamed I am of myself and how sorry I am for trying to kill you all. If the player even wants to, they can manually remove my character path from the game. It'll have the same effect as killing me so long as they untime me from the system's folder. I can explain that process step by step if needed.
Monica visibly fights the urge to break down crying while the rest of us sit in uncomfortable silence. After a few minutes, Sayori speaks up.
Monica,
Sayori puts her hand on Monica's shoulder.
I don't think I can ever forget what you did to us. But I'm willing to start over and have you earn our trust. I don't want you to kill yourself out of guilt. Because I've almost done that too. Countless times.
Sayori starts sobbing as everyone but Monica stands in total shock. Sayori never mentioned anything like that to me. Though with some of the warning signs she has given me, I can't believe I'm only now realizing it now.
Because I have depression.
Sayori throws her hands in her face as she breaks down crying.
I didn't want to tell anyone because I didn't want all of you to spend your time and energy trying to make me feel better. I don't deserve it. I just want everyone to be happy. I'm sorry that I've kept this from you. I didn't even tell Hallie for the longest time.
And I made your depression worse. In fact, it's what I used to kill you in the original game. I'm so sorry,
Yuri and Natsuki uncomfortably stare at the floor.
Well, if we're going to share our deepest, darkest secrets, I guess it's my turn.
Yuri rolls down her sleeve, revealing numerous scars running up and down her forearm. Some of the scars are more faded than others, while some appear to be more recent. I feel increasingly lightheaded the longer I look at Yuri's arm. My stomach feels like it's about to cave in and collapse on itself, and it looks like I'm not the only one. Natsuki let out a strong cough before hurling her stomach's contents out. Monica and Sayori uncomfortably look away as Yuri rolls up her sleeve again in shame as Natsuki runs out of the room crying.
I'm sorry for showing you all this.
We'll wait for a minute for Natsuki to return. I'm losing my morals. We wait for a few minutes for Natsuki to return. Natsuki returns after a few minutes, a guilty expression across her face. She doesn't say a word to any of us and sits back in her seat.
I can tell you why I can't.
Please do. Yuri shakily breathes.
I do it as a way of self-control. I needed to control myself against my more darker impulses. I got the idea of cutting because I read about it in a story that happens to relate to me very well. The main character was going through similar issues that I was. To help cope with her problems, she resorted to cutting. So I tried it, and it worked. I got addicted to cutting the more I did it. It became almost habitual for me whenever I got angry or depressed enough. It would make me feel better for a time, then the regret would set in, which would inevitably lead to more cutting.
So it's a never-ending cycle?
Yes. It also happens whenever I get overexcited. It reminds me too much of the behavior I've struggled to avoid for so long. It's a reminder of the life I've tried to leave behind, so it also serves as a sort of punishment system for me.
Yuri, you've tried other methods of coping before, right?
Yes. For the longest time, the only thing that was sometimes enough to keep my mind off cutting was reading books. Though it's not foolproof. I mean, foolproof, not foolproof. Foolproof isn't a thing. And that's my doing as well. I amplified it in an effort to keep you away from Hallie. I tried not to think about how much damage I was doing to you, Yuri. But now that I see it up close, I feel ashamed of pushing you to do that. Just don't mention it again, please.
We sit in silence for a few minutes until Yuri and Monica have composed themselves.
Well, I guess it's my turn. I'm not one to confirm rumors about me, but in this case, for once they're right. My dad and I don't particularly get along well. I never told anyone else what I'm about to tell you guys now. But my dad's so friggin' selfish. If I ever want anything for myself, it costs an arm and a leg. It's not like we're tight on money or anything. In fact, we're decently well off. He spends it all on himself. He barely sees me as his own child. Just as some nuisance he has to deal with for at least 2 more years. Sometimes he's so ridiculously strict, and other times he just doesn't care about what I do. We fight a lot, to say the least. And when we do, he insults me in every way imaginable. He's hit me before, too. He hasn't done it in a while, thankfully, but anytime I fight back, it gets worse. I've thought about leaving before, but I know if I leave, he'll find me. He can and will do that. And if he catches me, it'll be the end of me. I have to put up with him for now. I've done this for so long. Oh, sorry, I've done this for so long.
And that's because of me, too. I stimulated your whole life to be as toxic as possible so that you would feel isolated. So that you become withdrawn and out of the player's way.
You're a monster! Even if what I experienced wasn't real, all the memories, everything I felt. To me, that was very real, Monica.
I know, and I'm sorry.
Everyone sits for the next few minutes, sniffling and occasionally sobbing, while I just try to wrap my mind around everything that's happened within the last half hour. Eventually, I just decide to speed things along. So, seeing as I have no major dark secret that I've been quiet about this time, what do we all do now? That's a real good question that we're going to save for next time because I'm out of time for today. So thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and we'll catch you next time with more Encore. Hope to see you then. Bye-bye.